When a serial killer gets dementia, what is the scariest thing? It's that while the memory of murder may fade, the habit of killing remains. This man was once a serial killer. Now, on the surface, he's a kind-hearted veterinarian, but no one knows that he used to be a murderer. He later retired from his killing ways and led a peaceful life. Recently, however, he has developed dementia, and his memory is slowly fading. One morning, he gave a kitten a shot, then gave it 2 more shots at noon. Due to an overdose, the kitten died on the spot. The doctor told him that over time, his memory would completely vanish. After hearing this, the man decided to document his past on his computer when he got home. It turned out the man had a very unfortunate childhood. His father was an alcoholic who often abused the family. When he was 15, he came home from school one day and saw his mother and sister bruised all over. His favorite white shoes were soaked in blood. The boy tried to take his shoes away from his drunken father, but accidentally woke him up. In a fit of rage, his father dragged him into the small, dark room and beat him savagely. The boy tried to fight back and ended up killing his father. After the incident, he buried the body and returned home, trembling in fear, expecting the police to come for him. But days passed, and no one seemed to notice. This made him realize the police's inaction. It seemed that to punish evil, one must resort to evil methods. So he transformed into a vigilante and killed many people, such as the fish market owner who abused his wife, the materialistic woman who hated dogs, the human trafficker, and the loan shark who pushed people to suicide. In short, he killed anyone he deemed evil and buried their bodies in a bamboo forest. He felt no guilt, because he believed that by killing these people he was saving more lives. His last victim was a woman, but he couldn't remember why he killed her. That day, he buried her in the bamboo forest, and when he got home, he was involved in a car accident. This accident caused severe brain trauma and led to his dementia. From then on, he hid his murderous past and lived with his daughter. One day, the news reported a serial killer targeting young girls. The man noticed that the killer's methods seemed strikingly similar to his own. He became deeply worried about his daughter's safety and even suspected himself, but his white shoes remained spotless. One day, he accidentally rear-ended a car. He got out to check and noticed that a bag in the car's trunk was leaking blood. His killer's instinct made him suspicious, but the driver remained calm and explained that the trunk contained a dead deer. The man suggested exchanging business cards for future compensation, but the driver just walked away. Later, the man tested the blood and realized it wasn't deer blood. It was human blood. He quickly reported it to the police using a public phone. To his shock, the driver turned out to be a police officer. His attempt to report the crime failed, and he exposed himself in the process. He returned to the crash site and wondered where the killer might dump the body if it were him. His guess led him to a reservoir, where he found the body and called the police. The next day, the police sealed off the area, and the driver, deep in thought, stared at the spot where the body was dumped. Later, the driver came to the man's clinic, bringing a kitten for a checkup. Although the clinic was closed, he met the man's daughter at the door. That evening, when the man's daughter was heading home, the driver stopped and offered her a ride. She got into the car without thinking much about it. Meanwhile, the man anxiously waited for his daughter at home. The film is titled Memoir of a Murderer.